Thanks, David. Okay, so we think of spring as a time to get your home clean, start those to-do lists, but it's important to do the same for our mental health. We have psychologist Dr. Susan Albers here from the Cleveland Clinic. It is so good to have you here.
Thank you.
And, you know, we take care of everything else around spring cleaning time in our lives, but I think we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves.
We do, and this is a great time to get started. As the sun comes out, we feel better, and we can just dive right in.
So we should kind of almost make a checklist in our own minds or write it down about what we should be taking care of when it comes to our health, our mental health.
Right, so create a self-care to-do list. Traditionally, we put all of these tedious tasks on our to-do list. Get the laundry, pay the bills, but we also want to put on mental health things. So things like get more sleep, eat more vegetables, all those things we want to do, we think about, and you will literally double your chances of doing them if you write them down.
Think about that, because it does seem so trivial and easy, but when you really do it and you put your mind to it and something like that, you might actually follow through.
Right.
So, and you mentioned, you know, sunshine. This is the time of year when things start getting warmer. I think we start feeling better just about ourselves too. And we need some vitamin D.
We do, absolutely. If you are feeling blue or just blah this winter, and so for spring, what it might be is actually your vitamin D level is low, because mood and vitamin D are really related to each other. So one thing that you could do is check in with your doctor and get it tested, or right now, you could eat some more vitamin D rich foods. That's things like mushrooms, eggs, fortified milk. Any of those foods are gonna help to boost your mood right away.
And that's a good reminder too. I think, maybe this is just me, I am not a doctor, but I would think once a year it would be good to just get your blood work done, to see where things stand,
Yeah,
to
just
see
kind of check in
where your levels are for
Yes.
your vitamins and such.
And you'd be amazed at how much your vitamins, your minerals actually do impact your mood. So yes, check in with your doctor.
Now, I thought something else was really interesting that I know you wanted to bring up, and that is basically to think green.
Go outside. Yeah, now is the
Get
time.
outdoors.
In Japan, actually going outside, being in green spaces, is for your mental health is called forest therapy. And just 15 minutes of being outside can lower your blood pressure and boost your mood. So very easy thing to go outside.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, that would bring me to my next one too. When you're thinking about this, we sit a lot all day long.
Right, and particularly in the winter time, we have a very sedentary lifestyle during the winter. So one goal that you can do for this spring to boost your mood is to stand up 2 to 3 times, and maybe even on the hour. Check in on the hour and stand up. And this is going to help in many ways. It can extend your life for 2 years, research says, so that's pretty significant. And also reduce your blood sugar levels by 34%. So simply standing up actually can make a huge difference to your health.
Well, and that just goes to show you too, and that's when I think about when people are really active. My great-grandmother, or great-aunt, lived to be in her 90s. She was so active running up steps at that age. It's
Keeps
just
your
about
circulation moving.
keeping it moving.
Yeah.
So when you don't have a sedentary life, that really helps to prolong things.
Yeah.
Now, I also love this idea. The idea of not dieting. Who
Yes.
doesn't love that idea, right?
Stop dieting right now. And springtime is often the time that people start these crash fad diets because spring break's coming up and they want to get in their bathing suit. But this actually is very hard on your mood and your mental health. So instead, try mindful eating, which I teach people a lot about. And that is just being more aware of your mindless eating habits. There was a recent study that looked at people who did not look at their phones while they ate, they put them aside, and they found that they ate less, they enjoyed their food more, and were much happier with their meal. So put your phone aside today as you eat.
Just try it.
Just try
right?
it, yes.
Just try it and see.
It's
because
hard.
I think
It's
if you
hard to
really
do.
implement certain things, you really will see those differences. And then just not being so hard on yourself is also probably very important.
I love this one. For spring, commit to being kinder to yourself. And my motto is, look forward, don't look back. You know, you're not going that way. And basically, this is not dwelling on what's happened in the winter, looking forward to the spring. And sometimes we actually need to take what I call an adult timeout. Some quiet time, unplug, 5 minutes to yourself just to breathe and to center.
So this is the time of year we definitely start to think, okay, as you mentioned, we want to get in bathing suit shape. We're starting to think about our physical health, but this is also the time, and more importantly, I think, to think about your mental health.
Absolutely.
Readjust.
Springtime is a great time. The sun is out. We're happy. It's a time of renewal. So, yeah.
I love it. Expert tips there from the doctor herself. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
Always
you.
appreciate having the clinic on the show, too.